Hey everybody, Tim Norris here, aka GreyElephant, and today we're going to do a playthrough on Photosynthesis that was sent to us by Blue Orange Games. Don't worry, Carmen will be in this video playing against me, but she's been a little under the weather, so I'm going to have to do the intro and the conclusion by myself. Oh, I know, we're all sad. Anyways, let's get to the game. We'll see how we fared, show you guys how the game works, and as usual, at the end of the game, we'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Alright everybody, here we are playing Photosynthesis, and of course I am joined by my beautiful bride Carmen.
Hi.
Not allowed to show her face because she does not have her makeup on yet, guys, and I get in trouble. So we've got these, I've got to show you guys the box because there's a couple other types of trees that are available. This is like the most beautiful game ever. I mean, just looking at these trees. I'll be playing the blue tree and Carmen will be playing the yellow trees. I think I'm a blue spruce. That's what I want to be called because I have like little pine cones I drop. And Carmen, I think that you must be some sort of like oak is what I'm guessing.
Don't oak trees have acorns? I think they do.
I believe they do have acorns, but I bet you guys are more curious about how we play this game, right?
I've got little squirrels in my trees too. Look at that. Isn't that adorable?
Well, that isn't an adorable squirrel. I got little foxes down at mine, see? They're like really cute. I love looking at that. Alright, so enough of that. Alright, let's get to the game. Alright, so here's how we play. We've got a total of 3 rounds, and we're going to track that with these little markers. Alright, so whenever we make a rotation of the sun around the board, and I'll explain how that works in just a second, we're going to pull one of these off. And in fact, we probably could have put those like that, just to show like first round, second round, third round. I don't think it matters. Point being, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to rotate the sun. So right off the bat, we're going to rotate the sun, and we're going to make, basically it's going to go around 6 times. And it's going to do that 3 times per round. I'm sorry, 6 times 3 rounds of that, okay? Now that it's the sun has moved, we collect light based upon the trees that we have on the board and whether or not the sun will actually hit it. Now, how do we know that? Now, you see these little arrows here, and here on the board? That means the light is shining this direction. Now, there is the capacity to try to throw shade on a tree. So, like, let's say if my tree was right there, Carmen's tree, because it's a size 1 and mine is a size 1, hers would block my tree. So I would not collect light for that one. But let's say that I had my bigger tree out there. Now that it kind of dwarfs, or hers is dwarfed compared to mine, I would collect light, okay? Now, depending on the size of the tree as well depends on how much shade it does cast. So let's say if Carmen's tree was here and mine was here, 2 spaces away, this one would put shade on this one. All right, does that make sense?
So I would not collect light with this tree.
And then we have
it's always hard for me to remember.
Our biggest tree, which is our level 3, which we're going to be pulling those from our player board as we progress through the game. So right off the bat, we're each going to collect 2 sun, all right? And so Carmen will put it on her board. I am first player, so what I'll do now is I'm going to use my sun to either put out seedlings to be able to try to grow more trees, or purchase seedlings, or purchase even other sized trees. Now, the trees over here are available to go out onto the board. These I must purchase to put into my available area to put out onto the board, all right? What I'm going to do is, I do have 2 points worth. I'm going to go ahead and throw out a couple of seedlings. So the way that this works is that I pick a spot on the board that is adjacent to one of my trees. Now, the trick about this is that depending on the size of the tree, depends on how far these little seedlings can grow. So given the fact that this is a size 1 tree, I can only go 1 space away. If it was a size 2 tree, 2 spaces, size 3 tree, 3 spaces. It's real simple, it really is. But what I am trying to do is, you notice that it's got the leaves here. Depending on where we grow our trees, depends on how many victory points we're going to collect. We'll explain that when we get to that point. Right now, I'm going to just, I think I will toss it right here. Now that's going to cost me 1 sun, because if you look on my player board from an acorn right here, just to plant one, it will cost 1 sun. I'm sorry, it's right here. So basically, to plant an acorn 1 space away from a small tree, it costs me 1. And then here's the 2, and then here's the 3. So a little diagram down at the bottom. For this one, I think I'll just do the same thing. I'll just toss it right there. Now that did cost me my 2 sun, and we'll pass the camera over and we'll see what Carmen decides to do.
Well, I'm trying to decide because I could use my 2 sun to upgrade a small tree into a medium-sized tree, which would be something different than what Tim's doing and make me feel unique. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do
Follower.
the same thing as Tim.
Follower.
So I'm going to place an acorn there for one sun. And we'll put one, I'm thinking here, for another sun. And that way I can grow trees next time. And that is all my sun points.
Okay, so now what we do is the first player marker is going to be passed to Carmen. So here you go, Carmen.
Woohoo!
All right, so if we want to just keep the camera rolling,
Yep.
Now what we do is we are going to rotate the sun. It's going to go, see how the board kind of has these little edges right there?
So.
Yeah, so now it goes to this spot here. So once again, we're going to see where the light shines down. Acorns or seedlings do not collect light. So once again, Carmen and I are both only going to collect 2 sun. It's very slow at the start of this game, but it will start ramping up. I don't know if it technically ever ramps up, but at the same time, it will be to where we start collecting more than just 2 sun. So it would go back to Carmen's turn again.
So let's get this started. I'm going to start collecting more than 2 sun because I'm going to go down here. See, it takes me 1 sun to grow a seedling into a small tree. So I'm going to replace that seedling with a small tree.
Oh, no, you're wrong. Now you put that seedling to the side of your board.
No, it's fine. Without. I'm not going to leave it there.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you explained.
When you replace something, it goes back on your board. But I don't have any room to put it back on my board.
That is a really easy rule to forget, and I thought that she had forgotten.
No, I didn't.
Sorry.
I was just. I'm going to put it over here so that I don't forget. It's out of the game.
It's out of the game.
Out of the game.
Yeah.
It is gone. But we have learned that that's not as big of a deal as we thought at first because you don't tend to use everything anyway. We'll see. I'm trying to plant lots of trees this time to get lots of sun. So, all right. And now it's over to Tim.
And once again, you know, it's like I don't want to necessarily follow suit of exactly what Carmen just did as well. You know, you really want to be unique. You really do. But at the same time, it is probably the best strategy to do that. So what I am going to do though is see it's going to come over to this direction this time, and it's going to shine this way. So there's really no way for me to block her from getting sun on, I believe, all of hers really. Even if I plant here, I don't think that that's going to put shade. But what I am going to do is this. All right, right off the bat.
I think it will actually.
Yeah, I'm going to check because I'm going to buy 1 seed first. All right. Now I am going to plant my tree onto this spot here. This seed now occupies that space there. So basically, when you take from the board, it goes directly back to your player board, your personal player board. And if there's not a space available, it's out of the game, just like what you saw happen to Carmen. I'm going to try to keep my seedlings because I've got this. This is our 3rd time playing, and I've got this goofy idea stragy. I don't know if it's going to work.
Same thing I'm thinking. Lots of trees, lots of sun.
So anyways, that did cost me my 2 sun. So let's go ahead and give me the first player marker, and let's move this sundial around. And let's see if I did block Carmen.
You just blocked me.
All right.
You did.
So
Get that.
I will get sun for this one. I will get sun for this one. I will get sun for this one because it's 2 spaces away from her small tree, so it doesn't cast shade. But look, this one casts shade on this one, which this one casts shade on this one. So she doesn't get sun for either one of those.
Oh my gosh, I only get 2 sun. That stinks.
Yeah, that really does. That backfired on you, didn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. And Carmen really slaughtered me yesterday. We played 2 games. She beat me in the first game by 1 point. In the second game, we're not even going to talk about what our scores were because they were ridiculous. So I ended up collecting 3 sun this time. So what I do now is I can decide if I wanted to. I could buy more trees and put them out, which I don't know how terrible of an idea that would be, to be honest with you. So I think oh, my tree died. So we're going to buy 1 of them, and that's going to cost 2 right there. And then this tree's going to go back to the repair shop. And I can't do that with 1 hand. I'll do that in a second. So now I have 1 point worth left. And I think what I will do this time, I would like to just grow my tree. So that means this one, because it cannot go onto my player board, it will be out of the game this time. All right, so that would be it for me. That used all my sun. I got to go to the tree repair shop, guys. So let's let Carmen take her turn while I fix my tree.
Wah, wah, wah. I can't believe I only have 2 sun. This stinks.
Yeah, and the sad part is you're only going to get 3 the next turn, too.
For 2 sun, I could buy a seed, and then I could put it out. So it's going to cost me 2 sun in order to just put a seed out. So I'm thinking instead of doing that, I will upgrade one of my trees to a medium-sized tree.
Ah, good idea.
So that it won't get blocked, and that would probably be
this
that
would be
one
the
right
smartest
there.
one. Yep.
Yeah. So
okay.
we'll upgrade that one. Now this one
has no
place
to go. It has no home.
I just killed another tree.
You're a monster.
I am a monster. All right.
So that cost you
That cost me my 2 cents.
So here's the first player marker. I'm going to move the dial around. That was a smart idea because otherwise you were not going to collect for that one. So, okay, so now Carmen, she's going to collect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sun because your medium trees collect 2 and your largest trees will collect 3. Now I only collect 4 of those. So Carmen, it is your turn.
I have more sun. I feel superior.
I tell you what though, this whole time I've been playing left-handed, but I'm not really left-handed. So.
All right, well I'm going to turn the camera off because I don't want to like take forever deciding while you're watching. Okay, well, there's not a whole lot I can do considering I have no trees or seeds over here, so I wanted to buy them. So I will buy 2 seeds for 2 sun. And I can't see because I have the camera. It's messing with me. Okay, and then to put them out is going to be 1 sun each. So that's going to be 2 more. And I'm going to pop this one now. Watch this. This is a medium-sized tree, so I can pop it 2 spaces away.
Yep, she's trying to grow here to block that one. I know you are. You're a monster.
And then this one's going to go right there.
Okay.
From that little tree.
Now.
And I only have 1 sun, so there's not anything else I can do. And I'll tell you why. You see how you can go from a seed to a little tree for only 1 sun? Well, actually, I don't even have any trees out. That's beside the point. You can only affect a space on the board once per turn. So I cannot grow this into a little tree, and I cannot grow this into a big tree because I already threw a seed from it. So that's the way that works.
Right, you can only affect each spot one time. So this tree's already been affected, this thing's already been affected. So you can't immediately grow because that's not how nature works, people.
This tree's already been used, and this spot has already been used.
So you could grow this one still, or this one.
Right, if I had that type. But I don't. All right, it's your turn.
So I'm going to run into a situation when this sundial goes around that Carmen ran into, is that my tree's going to block this one, and then this one's going to block that one. So I do have the option, if I wanted to, though, I could grow one into a medium tree right now. And that's probably not a terrible idea, to be honest with you, just to make sure that I could collect at least 3 sun instead of 2. I think I will do that. So I am going to replace this one right here. So it does cost me 2 sun. And then this one, I do have a home for you. Unlike Carmen. Unlike Carmen, who just abandons you you little guys. I don't. So now I do have a funny option here. I don't necessarily need to spend all of my sun. I could hang on to that if I wanted to maybe just try to, because I'd get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that would allow me then to have 6 for my next turn. I could maybe then afford one of my bigger trees here. If you notice, they cost. Now, one thing we didn't tell you as well is you always have to purchase from the bottom up, all right? Which typically, I mean, I guess you would want to do that anyways. Yeah. And then you always replace the topmost one whenever you put back on your player board as well. So I'm thinking I do have 2 suns, so if I wanted to, though, I could toss out another seedling, which I do think that that's probably a good idea, and I don't know why I wouldn't. Now, I'm not allowed to toss from this one because it just did grow. I would love to put it right there in the middle. That would be great. But how about I just put it right there for right now, and then that'll prevent her from just spawning from that one again, at least. So, all right, so that would cost me 1 more sun. I will take the first player marker, please. And now let's move our sundial around again. All right, we're almost done with our first round already. So you guys are probably wondering, how in the heck do you score points? Well, we're getting there. I promise you. You have to grow the big trees to score points, and it does take a little while. It's just like real photosynthesis. So I score 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And Carmen, how much did you end up scoring?
You follow the arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very good. All right, so what should I do? Well, I tell you what, let me think about it and I'll be right back. Alright, so I had a couple of ideas. One, I was thinking about growing this one into a medium tree, and I do have enough sun points to do that, because I could purchase it for 3 and put it out, because it costs, and that would be a total of 5. That would kill my little tree, because I don't have a spot on my player board for it to fit. But I know Carmen. She's so mean. She'd probably just end up growing this tree too, and then she'd end up blocking it. She knows the sun's going here. And that's just how she rolls. She's a meanie like that. So,
I'm so mean.
So I don't know if there's really a need for me to do something like that. I am going to purchase one of my acorns. So that's going to cost me 1 sun. I am now going to grow this one right here. So this little acorn will come back to this spot. So I do have 3 points left. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to use this acorn I just purchased, and I'm going to cast from this tree to the very center spot right there. Now, in a 2-player game, the center spot is not necessarily as valuable as it would necessarily be if you were playing with more players. And the reason is because there are other scoring tiles when you're playing with more players, and the center tile is definitely worth a lot more. This is probably the most you could score on any of these other leafed areas, which we're starting to get there, guys. It'll make sense here soon, I promise. All right, so now I have the option if I wanted to. I guess I could buy some other little trees or something like that. How about I buy a medium tree for right now, and that would be 3. 1, 2, 3, and that would be the end of my turn. And we'll go over and see what Carmen's going to do.
Tell me why was I in this tree? I was going to. That's what I was going to do. Right there. But the problem is, if I grow this into a medium-sized tree, the little tree comes off the board.
And it dies.
And it'd be gone forever. And I don't think I want to do that again. I mean, I've already got all this over here that I threw away. So I'm going to buy a little tree first. So that's 2 sun points.
This little tree
2. So that leaves me with 4 sun points. Okay. And then I can go ahead and plant it for 1 sun point. And he's gonna go right here.
To block my other little tree.
Exactly. See, I can block it without putting a medium tree out. And this is gonna go back on my board. Look at that. Woo! I didn't have to throw that one away this time.
Because you've already thrown away 2 of them.
And now I could go ahead and grow this tree. It won't be blocked yet. That would get me sun. It's probably not a bad idea. I was trying to decide whether to do that or to put another seed out. I think I'll go ahead and grow that one. So that would cost me 2 to purchase it. And then 1 to put it out. That's all of my sun points. And I got little trees everywhere.
Yes, you do.
And now I'm going to have to buy my acorns again next time.
So first player marker goes to you. Let's move the little sundial around. All right.
Okay.
And this would be the start of round 2, technically.
Now
So
I have 1. That one's blocked. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
5,
you're
6.
right. I'm sorry. Yep. So you got 6, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, because you're a meanie.
I am a meanie. Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to buy this. That would be 1. That leaves me 5 points. Let's see. Do I want to throw this one out there somewhere? Let me just surround that middle. Just to be
Oh,
mean.
yeah.
Okay. So that's 1 more. I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna take that back. Sorry, because I can purchase this and put it out if I don't spend that. So that's 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Now I have 2 to grow a little tree, and why don't I just grow this one so that it can be a pain for Tim? Maybe it's gonna be a pain for me too, though.
No, actually, that's a good spot because then it won't shade your own on the next turn.
Not on the next turn.
Yep.
So okay, and then this goes back on my board, and that was all of my sun points, right?
I guess. All right, so I'm going to be a little tree killer, unfortunately. I'm going to spend 2 sun, and I am going to now replace that one, which means, I'm sorry, you got to go over here to the dead pile. We call you firewood. All right, I do have 2 sun left, and I'm thinking...
You had to make it firewood. You couldn't have made it a happy Christmas tree or something.
You're going to go over there and be the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. So I think I will purchase this, and I'm going to cast it out right there. So that will take up the last 2 pieces of my sun. All right, let's move that dial. Let's give me the first player marker.
Dial.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. And Carmen will get
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this one's in the shade and that one's in the shade.
Yeah.
So. All right, so with 7 points, I can do some stuff. We should do that too.
No, don't do stuff.
We totally should. I think we will buy this medium tree now. And that'll cost 3. 1, 2, 3. And I am thinking what we need to probably do is plant this tree now. And we are going to plant it right here. And
so
that's going
mean.
to cost 2. Yes, I am. And unfortunately, you're going to go over there and join your brother. I've got 2 points left. So with 2 points left, I don't know why I wouldn't have purchased that first. I probably should have. That would have been smart. Because then I probably could have kept it, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to purchase one of my seeds, and I'm going to cast it out right to there from that one. And that would end up taking up all my points. So, all right, Carmen, let's see what you got up your sleeve, lady.
Look at that. He's going to block my tree. And you know what makes me really mad about that? I bought this seed.
And if you would have saved your point, you could have made it into a big tree.
If I would have not bought that seed, I would have had enough sun points to put this tree out. But nope, I had to buy that seed and ruin everything.
I know.
All right, so I'm going to cast this seed for 1 sun point, and it's going to go right here. Boom. That's going to be from this tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I should probably just cast more seeds. Seems how Tim's taken up all of them. He's got... There's no
I'm deliberately
3 leaf
doing
areas
that.
left
Yes.
because he's got all of them.
Yeah, I deliberately tried to hog those up.
You did that last time too.
I don't remember doing it on the last game.
You did.
Obviously
You're
not very successfully. You
mean.
beat me by like 20 points.
You're awful.
Well, that's
see.
beside the point.
Why don't I make this one in a big tree? Because it's
Make it a medium tree.
yeah, I know a medium tree. So that's 3 points to purchase. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 to upgrade it.
Upgrade.
And it goes back on my board, and now I have a pretty medium tree.
All right, so let's go ahead and rotate.
You just throw my trees around.
I am nature. Okay. So I will collect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Carmen will get 2, 3, 4, 5. This is okay, right? 6, 7 as well.
I think I just messed up. Look at that.
Oh, you blocked it! Oh no!
See the medium trees?
Yes, because it's 2 away.
The medium trees throw shade for 2 spaces. So I get 1, 2, 3.
Oh no!
4, 5, and that's all I get.
That really stinks.
I think it doesn't make sense, but I think in my mind...
Because this one should be the same size, 2 spaces away. You would think it would be up high enough. I mean, if it was right there, sure.
Exactly. If it was a small tree, it would be shaded, but a medium-sized tree wouldn't be in my mind. But, that's not in the rules.
Well, that's the way it says it, exactly.
Yeah.
I just did double check just to make sure. But yeah,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. Goodness, that really stinks.
Now I'm going to have to think about what I'm going to spend only 5 sun points on. I'm pretty sure no matter what I do, I'm not going to get any more sun points because I just can't afford this. This cost me 4. This one cost me 4.
Yeah, that hurts you really bad.
If I put a tree out, Tim's going to block it. So I might as well just do whatever I want.
You can also save up for a big turn next turn.
I will purchase this for 2.
Uh-huh.
And then it costs 1 to put a tree out. And I'll just replace my little seed there,
That's
even
a
though
good idea.
Tim will probably block it anyway. But you know what I learned? I'm not going to buy that seed if I'm not going to cast it.
Yeah.
Don't save your sun points.
Yeah, there was no need for you to do that at all.
Yeah, I totally messed myself up doing that. So I think I'm going to stay right there because I don't really see a good place to cast a seed at the moment. I mean, I guess I could maybe cast from this one. But still, Tim's got all these good spots. But at the same time,
you just did tell yourself, don't buy... I think you're probably smart by just saving your sun points.
I'll just save my sun points.
Yeah.
Because I have 3 medium trees, and I can never seem to afford to put the big trees out. So we'll just save them.
Yeah, that really messed you up. And these sun points are so valuable. 1, 2, 3, 4. that it hurts when you just don't collect the amount that you think you're going to. And then 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put my big tree out right here. Okay.
Boom, baby.
And so when this thing rotates around to this spot, I'll still be able to collect sun for that one. This one won't, but that one. So this one will go back on my player board. All right, so that was all mine. So let's rotate this bad boy. All right. And then if you would, give me the first player marker, please. All right, okay. So.
Question.
Yes, I'm sorry.
This throws shade for 2 spaces.
Yes.
Is this one shaded?
No, it's not, because it's taller.
Bigger.
Yes,
okay.
But I did shade both of those.
If it's the same size, it would be shaded, but bigger it's not.
Correct, correct. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total sun. And Carmen will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. It's killing you, hon.
I am shaded everywhere.
Yeah, I'm getting you a good one in this game, and I'm glad this is the one we filmed because the other one was horrible. All right. Wow, I got some pretty cool decisions to make here.
I still don't have enough points to put a big tree out.
I'm sorry. So I'm going to spend 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to purchase my big tree again. And now I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put it right here now. And then this one will go back on my player board. And now we'll see what Carmen's going to plan to do.
I'm tired of this. I'm going to buy a big tree just so I have it ready.
Ready. Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have 8 points.
Yes, you can do it with 8 points.
I can put a big tree out.
Yeah.
Yay! Alright. So that's 4. I thought I only had 6, but I forgot I had saved some. So now I have 4 left. It takes 3 to put a big tree out. Mm-hmm. Let's do this. Where should it go?
Well, it'd be a good spot right here, I think.
Because then I can block your trees.
Cast a little shade on both of mine. It'd be really mean.
I was mean.
Yes, you were. Did make sure you spend your other points.
That's 3. I have 1 left, which we've learned.
We learned you don't buy your seed. All right, so let's get you the first player marker.
Yay!
Let's move this bad boy. All right, so Carmen, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at you go.
10.
That's the best you've had.
I have 11
And I only
now.
get 1, 4, 5, because you really got me with that one. So great job on that. So.
Ha-ha. All right, let's decide what I'm going to do with all of these sun points. Let's put another big tree out. I love the big trees. Big trees for everybody. Okay, so that cost me 5. And then it's going to replace this tree right here.
You're so mean.
Waha. Block 10 some more.
Another 3 for that.
Okay, now I have 3 left. Let's see, it takes me 3 just to buy that one. I could throw a seed out somewhere. Should I throw a seed out somewhere? Let's pay 2. And throw this one right there. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Alright, so I have a total of 6. I'll end up using all 6 because I'm going to purchase both of these. That's 4. And we're going to plant one right here for 5 and one right here for 6. Alright, then these go back on my board. That's it for me. So let's rotate the sun to here. Alright, so we got some big trees on the board. Carmen and I are going to start scoring some points here real fast, but she's in the middle center circle more so than me. So she's going to score more points because she pulls from here, the 3-leaf ones. I pull from those. So it's more valuable the closer in the center you are. All right, so I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total sun. And
no, this one's blocked by your big.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that.
All right, so I get 2, 3. This one's blocked.
Sweetheart, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9, okay.
Yes. Yeah. You were counting this as only a 2.
A 2, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, so what should I do this time, guys? Well, I'm not getting as much sun as I really need to be able to produce. It's really hurting me a lot, too. So what I think I need to do is probably start focusing on maybe making a few more medium trees. So we're going to pull this one off my board for 1, 2, 3, and we're going to put it on for 2 on this space right here. Okay, and then this one will go back to my player board. All right, we'll see what Carmen plans on doing.
Okay, let's show you how to get points. I'm going to pull this tree off and end its life cycle. I pulled it off of a 3-leaf area, which means I grab that. Now, in order to pull that tree off, what I didn't show you was that it cost me 4 sun points to pull it off and end its life cycle and get the 19 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm left with 6 sun points. Now I could pull this one off as well. I don't think I'm going to do that yet. So now I cannot cast a seed here yet because I just used that spot. I think I will purchase this one for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll put it out right here.
Just to be a jerk.
Yeah, just to be a jerk. And that cost me 2. So I'm left with 1 sun point, which I will not use. And this goes back on my player board. Alright. You want to give me the first player marker?
Okay. Okay, so I'll rotate around. So this will be the last rotation. Good thing we finally scored some points. So I will be 3, 4, 5, because I swapped these two and I knew she would do that as soon as I did. I don't know why I did. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for me. And Carmen will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh man, this one's in shade.
Mm-hmm.
And
this one's in shade too.
That one because it's 1,
both
2,
of these.
3.
Both of these be cast in shade.
Alright, well, the end of the game always surprises me, so I didn't realize this, so let me think about this. Okay, I just had to think about this. I'm running out of time. I'm going to buy this seed, and then I'm going to cast it out, and we'll put it right there. That's why I timed it that way, so I could take that spot again. Okay, then I will buy this little tree for 2. 1, 2. And then I will, was that 2? Yeah. Yes. And I'll grow it, which will cost me 1. And then it'll go right here. And the seed goes back. Now, do I want to cast another seed? Probably not necessary, because I've got all these little trees I can do something with, so we will stop there.
Okie dokie. So I think I'm going to end the life cycle of this one right here. So we'll put that back on my player board. That does cost 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I do get the 17-point marker. So Carmen's winning by 2 points at the moment. Oddly enough. Now what I am thinking about doing is try to maybe upgrade another tree here. So I'm going to spend 3 points for this one. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to replace this one right here. That'll cost 2. 1, 2. I've got 1 left, and I think I'll just hang on to that. So, all right, this will be the last time it goes around, and then that is the end of the game. So I will be first player. If you can give me the marker, please. Thank you. All right. Oh boy, oh boy. So I collect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Carmen, how much did you collect?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And a growling belly, I heard that. All right, well, I'm going to turn the camera off, think about what I want to do on my turn, and then I'll be right back. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You've been a beautiful tree. We've loved you much. So now I will take the 2-leaf again. All right. And now I'm going to buy it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I had just one more, I would put this bad boy out right now. But that's not going to happen, is it? So that will be it for me. And we'll pass it over to Carmen. I'm going to save my 2 sun points for next round.
I'm going to buy Mr. Big Tree for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he will go right here. Boom! And putting him there cost me 3. 1, 2, 3, and that is it.
Okay, so here's the marker. Let's rotate this thing around. Alright, so I'm only going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
Sweet. Ooh, that's a lot of sun points. Let's decide what I'm going to do with those. Okay, I'm going to buy this medium tree for 3. And then I will pop it on. How about, let's see how I'm gonna block it if I put it. How about if I pop it here? Okay.
Make more sense here. The next rotation, you would get the sun for it. It's up to you, though. I don't want to tell you.
I don't think it matters, does it? Oh, yeah, it does. I'm going to put it here because that's a 2-leafer.
Yeah, it is a 2-leafer.
Okay, so that was 2. Put it down. Okay, now I was thinking of doing something else. What was it? Oh yes, I need to put my tree down for my seed. So I'm gonna purchase that for 2, and it costs 1 to put it out. There we go. And the seed goes back, and I am gonna save my sun points because I've got 2 big trees and I'm gonna have to retire.
Yeah, I was expecting you was going to try to retire one of them right now. It's getting so late in the game. I'm just going to spend 3. 1, 2, 3. And I want to put the big tree out. Cast a little shade on Carmen's big tree there. So this goes back onto my player board. And I'm going to save my other points. And we are going to rotate the sun. So, whoop. Alright. So I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total points. So that put me at 10 up to 13 points total. And Carmen will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as well. Alright, so because she hesitated, and I won't, because the quicker you get these, the more valuable they are. That's why I'm shocked you didn't do it. I want to spend 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Anyway, so.
And I blocked you. So that was like, oh, I killed my tree. So I spent my 4 to be able to take that one off, which does give me this one here. And now I'm going to spend 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to buy it back. And now I will spend 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll put her right here. Okay. Alright, now we'll go back to Carmen and see what she's going to do.
Ooh, that hurts. I didn't get any sun points for that, and I didn't get any points for it either. I could have just ended the life cycle and been done with it. I'm going to purchase this one for 3, and then putting it out is going to cost me 2. So that's going to cost me 5 total, and it will go right there. And now I'm thinking I should just hold because I'm about to get sun points for these, and then I can take them off after that. Then again, I can only get 11 sun points, right? Can you not get any more than your
No,
track?
20 looks like the max. You would end up getting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is what you did.
So that's good. Okay, well, we'll just
leave it at that?
Leave it at that.
Alright, so we'll rotate. You've already got the first player marker, so you know what you're getting. Just max it out to 20. And I'm getting 3, 4, 5 for myself. So.
Alright,
okay.
Let's end some life cycles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's my problem. I'm not sure if I should end both of them. I'll end this one. And that was a 3, so I'll get that one. And it goes back here. geez. One, two, three, four, five. This is tough because maybe if I would have put it back and then it would cost me 4 to buy it. Let's do that. Let's do 4 again. Let's just end this one. I don't know. This is because it's going to give me sun points next time though if I don't end it. So it's a tough decision there. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4
to buy it back now if you
buy it back, and then 3 to put it out. 2, 3. Put it right here. Okay. Now I will hold because I can always buy that, put it out at the same turn. So that'll be it for me.
Alright, and all I'm going to do is just purchase mine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would be it. So let's go ahead and rotate this thing. So I get, and I'll be first player this time. Thank you. Alright, so I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. So that'll put me at 9. And Carmen will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so it's impossible for me to try to really grow anything there and get it to the stage it's going to need to be to try to do anything with at this point. I am just going to plop this guy here, and this one goes bye-bye. He goes and joins his brothers. And that's 1, 2, 3. There's no reason why not to take this one and retire him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will get me this right here.
Where was that tree? Here?
Yes. Yes, this one I just grew. That one I retired. Alright, so now because we're out of these stacks, the next one you have to take would be that one. So Carmen will end up...
So now I grew this one here for no reason.
Yeah, pretty much,
no
yes.
reason.
Yeah, because you could have gotten it in the 2-leaf area. So, alright, so that will be it for me, and we'll go over to Carmen, and I could pretty well tell you how the game's pretty well going to roll at this point in time. She's going to grow one, which will be right here, and then she's going to collect for this one, which will be that one, and then she'll be first player, so she'll end up getting 2 of those. The top 2, I'll get the next one, and then that's going to be game. But we'll play it out anyways.
So let's retire this bad boy.
He's a bad boy.
See, I put things over here temporarily while I do my sun track is what happens. Okay. Only got 16 for that. That stinks. Stinks. Okay, so now 4 puts it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I purchased it again. Boing. And then 3 puts it out. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Does that make any difference at all?
Yes.
I could have put it here. Oh wait, no, that would have made a difference.
No. Yes. Well, actually, you're right. It doesn't make a difference. You're right.
I'll put it here just for the heck of it.
Okay. Well, we'll do that then. So let's rotate around because I'd assume you're finished. You'll be first player. So Carmen, you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total light, and I will get 3, 4, 5.
Okay, and this is the last turn, correct?
Yep.
So there is nothing I can do. I can't. How much did I just now get? 7?
You should have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. Take this for 4.
There you go.
2, 3, 4. Now there's no other way for me to get more points.
No. And the same for me because I'm just going to retire mine. And that would be for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now what we do is we just add up the values of our tiles. And now if you notice though, Carmen did, if you look on her player board, she will get 2 bonus points because she has 7 total suns. So for every 3 sun you get 2 points. So so you'll get 2 bonus, and I will only get 1 bonus. So I believe Carmen edged me out, but it's going to be pretty close. All right, final score.
I had 86.
And I had 83. So good game.
Ha-ha!
Good job. You are quite the photosynthesis.
I am superior.
And growing. You are Mother Nature. That makes more sense, right? Well, let's get into our thoughts on the game. Well, there you have it. Carmen was able to pull out the victory, and I'm a better photosynthesizer than you. You are a better photosynthesizer than me. There you go. That's her bragging. That's me, you know, congratulating her. Enough of that. She is You're bragging at this point. Wow. She just won't stop. Now, this is our third game we just played, and she has beaten me all 3 games, so she is pretty good at this game. We'll talk a little bit about what we just experienced here, and then we're going to segue into my final concluding thoughts. Yeah. A little redundant there, aren't we? But regardless, we'll get into my final thoughts in a second. All right. So both of us were able to cast shadow and shade on one another, probably about equal. I don't know if one of us did it more to the other. It was probably balanced out. This game really does come down to dominating that center ring. And in a 2-player game, it's very ping-pongy. You know, it's like, I did this, you do that. I do this, you do that. And it's very back and forth. But whomever does grow their tree quickest and gets that first tile has a leg up automatically, because those tiles descend in value. And if you get that top one with 19 points, the next one's 18 points, you've already got a point ahead of me, even though we did do the exact same process. You just did it faster than me. Now, let's just get into the review. We'll start with the positives. I got a lot to say about this game, and I'm going to do my very, very, very best to be constructively critical about this game and not be rude. But if I do come across rude, just know that it's because I love you. Alright, here we go. This game is beautiful. And it's one of the most beautiful looking games I probably have seen. The colors are so vibrant, they pop out. And it's one of those ones that it reminds me when I used to live in South Carolina, and I'd drive back and forth from South Carolina to Indiana through the Smoky Mountains. And during the autumn, and all the trees would change colors, and oh, just gorgeous. And you get the red and the blue and the orange and the yellow onto the player board. Just absolutely beautiful. And the theme, it is really, yeah, it's photosynthesis, you know. This is something cool and unique. You're not growing food, you're growing trees, you're growing a forest. And of course you are, you know, growing houses for squirrels just to later rip them right out of the ground and take them back. But the point is that it is a different theme than what we're used to. You're not growing food, you're not selling food, you're growing trees. That's cool. I like that a lot too. And I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people. Here we go. Now, I got a question before I get into my negatives. And this is I need to talk to the designers. And I got a real serious question. Are you flat earth people? And it's okay if you are. Listen, I'm not judging. I just need to know that, because the way that shadows are cast in this game are a little confusing to me, and it doesn't quite make sense, because the last I checked, I'm gonna look out my window here. Yeah, man, that sun's way up there. If I have a tree right here, all right, and I knew I was gonna be a little rude on this, and I don't mean to be, but just more animated. So if I got a number 3 tree, okay? Now, when the sun don't shine like directly right at a tree like this, okay? It shines up. Now, we know that shadows exists. I'm not doubting shadows exists. I'm questioning your method of shadow. So we have a shadow, and the way that you kind of design this is you believe shadows go like, you know, straight across, you know, like, but every time I see shadows, they go because the sun's up here. It's not here. Flat earth people, I think flat earth people. So the way that I would have fixed this is, if I had a number 3 tree right here, I would have had to where the sun the shadow descended down. So number 3 tree, number 3 shadow, number 2 shadow, number 1 shadow. So if I have a number 3 tree 2 spaces away, boom, both trees getting sun. Ah, just like that. That's a fix. I like that. That's a win for both of us. All right. Hey, that's one from the elephant. All right. So here's another one too. Given the fact that sun is so difficult to come across, I would think that you would try to come up with a different way than trying to force me to spend. All right. Let me rephrase this. I'm just going to put it bluntly. It's very frustrating, given the fact that it's hard enough to gather the sun, that I have to spend that sun to purchase from my player board, to go into my play area, to then purchase, to put out onto the main board, to purchase to grow, to purchase to grow, to purchase to grow, to purchase to remove, to purchase to my play area, rinse and repeat. You see what I'm getting at? That doesn't make sense to me. Why am I having to spend so much sun? Why do I have to spend sun to remove from my player board just to spend sun to put out? Now, it makes sense to a degree. Photosynthesis. That's how trees eat. They grow. But it's still, you're making me spend like 20-something sun just to try to get one tile. And I don't like that. It's slow. It's bogged down. I feel like I am witnessing actual photosynthesis. And if that's what you were aiming for, bam, you nailed it. But it's not exciting. It's not fun. And even though the game's beautiful, it just when I buy from my player board, that should be my tree. I bought that. I bought that tree. And I bought that tree based upon what its cost was already for my player board. I shouldn't have to spend again to put it out on the main board. You feeling me? Just make me spend from my player board and put whatever the cost you believe it should be worth right there, so I'm spending one time. And then as it's in my play area, I get to exchange freely on the player board. And then it's cool, it's fine, it's okay that those things come back to my player board from the main board. So, you know, I go from a number 2 tree to a number 3 tree, and, you know, that number 2 tree needs to go back on my player board because I have to spin it again because I'm photosynthesizing. I get that. But don't make me keep paying so much. Sun, the sun food is hard enough to get. And then you make me have to, you make it really difficult. Could you imagine playing this with 4 players? And that's really where I'm going with this. I didn't take this to game night because I already witnessed enough in a 2-player game with the shadowing and the issues with that if I take this to game night and play this with 4 players, double the amount of trees out there, oh, we'd have whole rounds going around that sun and everybody's just gathering just a little bit and nobody's able to do anything, and I could just only imagine the frustration. There is an option to play a 4th round, but Lord, why would you? You like that? I can't do that. Alright, I'm being rude. I don't mean to be rude. I just mean to be very animated. I should be able to purchase from my player board, put it in my play area. That's mine now. I bought that, man. The shadowing should go in steps. Fix those 2 things, and I think you got a pretty decent game. And that's something you could do as an optional rule, courtesy of the elephant. Alright, that's enough of this. This is a jag for me. I can't really recommend it, unfortunately. I think it's going to have to be one of those ones where I'm going to have to warn you that this one does come with problems. JAG, just another game. It's not something that I really want to play ever again. I could probably play it again. It's a 6 to me, but I'm not going to recommend it. Carmen likes it. And I think it's just because she won so many times. Maybe that's why I don't like it. I always lose. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.